Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 10-Minute Travel Tuesday. Yep, that's tonight, because tonight you've booked that dream trip. But now what happens? That's what we want to know. And there's a lot that needs to happen, and I'm not just talking about packing, all right? So here's what you need to do. Settle in. We got about 10 minutes here. We're going to talk a little travel. We're going to talk a little packing, some things that you need to be thinking about now that you've booked your dream trip. I am George. That over there. There we go. That over there is Deanna. Welcome in tonight. We are Lindsey Adventures. We're not travel specialists or travel agents. We're group travel enthusiasts and advocates. And we take people all over the world. And I got to tell you, we got some things that are going to save you some stress. They're going to save you some worry and maybe even save your feet too. So thanks for jumping in and joining us here tonight. This topic is going to be perfect, Deanna, for anybody that has a trip to anywhere.
Right. And if you're an experienced traveler, you probably got this all under your belt. You're good to go. But for those who've only gone on a trip or two, this might help you.
So, yeah, I think, and we have a bunch of brand new travelers with us that are going to Italy, that are going to the Christmas markets. By the way, we had a couple people that joined up today, Ken Freeman, and thank you so much. You guys, they signed up today for the Canadian Rockies trip and jumped on board. So we're going to talk about that, by the way. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Portugal at the end. But before we get to that stuff, we want to get into tonight's topic. And this is where we ask people to help us out and share the info.
Share.
Yeah,
Don't forget it. Don't forget. Drop us a comment, like our post, share it if you will. George has this goal of, what is it, 10
people, and we've hit it. We've hit it 4 weeks in a row. 4 weeks in a row. Yeah. That's always my goal, is if we can get 10 shares. Also, you can join our email club. That subscribe button there is all about that. Share this, comment, like it, all those kind of things. That's what we're here to talk about tonight. All right, let's get to our very first thing, in which we're going to discuss this. And you booked that trip.
Right.
But now it's time, Deanna. This is what you're so good at, is the pre-trip prep.
Pre-trip prep, right. Okay, so about 6 months out from when you're going on your trip, there's some things you want to start thinking about. Because this whole show is about making it as stress-free as possible. We're all about traveling easy, and the easier we can make it, the better we all are. So
yes,
about 6 months out, check your destination. Where are you going?
Wait, isn't that what the husband, that's what the husband does, right? You get to the airport, and the husband of the group, usually whenever we take a group, the husband of the couple always looks at the wife and goes, where are we going again?
Where are we going
this time? Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
But now's the time to do a little research. Are there museums you really want to go to? Is there a class you want to take? Is there a tour you don't want to miss? Check those things out and make those reservations. Some of those things fill up pretty quick when it gets close, and you don't want to miss out on something that might be a once in a lifetime thing for you. That's important.
And we always talk about this. It's like, I love some people that's like, oh, I'm too cool to be a tourist. Look, we go to a town, we're tourists. I want to see the things I want to see everything. Allison, who is on here tonight. Hi, Allison, along with Paula and Donna and some other folks that are saying hi in the comments. But Allison was talking about getting on the hop on, hop off bus, and we love that. So Deanna is absolutely right. Find out what you want to see, make reservations if you need to, because 6 months out is a great time to do that. Great time.
The other thing you want to do at 6 months out is look at your passport. This is so important. You just barely have time to get it renewed if you need it renewed.
Yeah.
If your name doesn't match, if there's anything wonky at all, get it out, look at it, dust it off, make sure it's good to go, because you don't want to have any trouble at the last minute. George and I know how difficult difficult and stressful it is to try and get your passports
Well,
renewed in the weeks right before travel.
I think we
So,
shared last year, Matt trying to, or 2 years ago, Matt trying to get the passport renewed so
wow.
we could go on a trip to Italy. But yeah,
Wow.
so yeah,
Yeah.
it is
There you
something.
go.
Absolutely, check that passport. Now,
That's it.
after those things, that's 6 months out. And
That's
the
6
thing
months.
about it is, when you travel with us, you get email reminders at these milestones. As a matter of fact, today I happened to send out the 3 months
3
out
months.
email
There
that
you
went
go.
out to all of our people that are going to Italy with us in
Right.
September.
Right.
We're less than 90 days away, and it's
Oh,
time to talk about it.
oh,
So at 3
I'm so
months out,
excited. Okay.
what are the things people need to think about,
3
Deanna?
months out. And these are things I'm doing right now.
Yep.
So pull out your suitcase, take a look at it. Has it got a wonky wheel? Did it get really badly dented the last time you used it? Does it smell a little funky? Now's the
Hey, wait,
time.
you're talking about mine now. I know
I'm
what you're
talking
doing.
about
Yeah,
yours. Yeah.
yeah,
Now's the time, if you need a new suitcase, now's the time to shop around. You can
Yep.
find some really good deals. If you can order online. We've ordered some online. We've gone just to like TJ Maxx or, Marshalls, whatever.
Hang on, hold it right there. Who just got a new suitcase for the trip to Italy? Which one of us?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I did. I'm
yeah.
so excited. We'll talk about that in another Travel Tuesday because
Okay,
that's
all
a
right,
whole
sorry,
other
sorry, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But
okay.
but no, I got that.
Yeah.
The next thing you should think about 3 months out is shoes. Shoes are so important. We travel feet first on these trips.
Yes, we do. Yes.
We walk. We walk cobblestones. We walk up hills, down hills. I mean, we trek around. So make sure you have a couple of really good fitting, comfortable shoes. If you need them, get new ones now so you can break them in. So you don't have to worry about blisters on those first couple of days on the trip. There is nothing worse than a brand new pair of shoes that rubs a blister on your ankle. Ask me how I know.
Nothing worse than day 2 blisters. Day 2 blisters.
Day 2 on a 10-day trip.
On a 10-day trip. So you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
I will say, we're going to Rome. So yes, have good shoes because the Roman roads have withstood 2,000, 3,000 years, but it doesn't make them good to walk on.
No,
okay, so make sure you have those good shoes there. So, all right, now next thing out after the 30 days, I think that was everything, right?
Yeah, that was
okay. Yeah, you don't want to be breaking in shoes when you're getting to a new location. All right, so you'll also get an email if you're going to Italy with us, or if you're tuning in tonight and you're traveling with us to the Christmas markets or whatever. We'll do the same thing. But 1 month out, Deanna, there is a few things that people need to. It's like, okay, we're a month out. What in the world should they be thinking about?
Well, first of all, now's the time to get excited.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
You can start, we can't wait to go. We can't wait to go. But check your itinerary. If you travel with us, you will have gotten by now an itinerary and documents from Colette. It's a little booklet of the days as they go by. But anytime you're traveling, check and make sure you know what you're going to do every day. Make sure you understand what you've gotten yourself into.
Exactly.
Now's the time to make changes if you want.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing about that too. We always go over the itinerary. We have a private, we call it a little virtual bon voyage party.
Document party.
We get everybody together on a Zoom and we go over all the documents, and day by day we'll walk through and make sure that people understand what it is. But it is great when you get those documents in the mail. Then and again, that happens about 1 month out. You'll start seeing those come in the mail, your itineraries. They'll be in a nice little travel case that you can take along with you, and it is really good. So
it's fun. So you've checked your itinerary. Now check your weather. About 30 days out, you'll be able to get a pretty good long range forecast. You'll really get a sense of it. And then, and this is kind of what I do. I'll show you on this itinerary. I then plan what I'm going to wear so I don't overpack. And I go day by day. And it's like, I put what the weather's here. Let me show you.
Okay,
I put like what the weather's going to be up here. And then
we can see that really well. We could see that really well. Hold it closer. Hold it closer. Yeah.
You don't need to see my scribbles.
See, there you go. Yeah. That was from Ireland.
I put the temperature with the highs and lows, and I get really into it. You all do not have to do that, but I put
But
the
that's
highs
why
and
you go with
lows.
us, because she
Right.
can tell you what the weather's going to be on Wednesday in Ireland. She can tell
Right.
you about that.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell you. And then I go ahead and put down what I'm going to wear on that day in there. That way I can plan out my outfit and I can make sure I pack as sensibly as possible. Because listen, this trip when we're going to Rome, there's going to be some times you're going to have your suitcase on some cobblestones and you won't like it
Yeah.
if it's
No,
really heavy.
exactly right. Exactly
So,
right. Well, and again, if you need help with a packing list or something like
right.
that, Deanna's always available to talk about packing. Okay. You don't
Yes.
want to talk to me about packing because I roll
No.
everything up anyway and just put
And
it
he
in
wears
there.
t-shirts and shorts and that's it. I mean,
A
that's all
lot
he
of the
wears.
days. Yeah. A lot of the days. It is. I will say this. It is much easier for a guy usually to pack than it is for a girl. But
Right.
yeah, start thinking about that. So we've talked about what to do 6 months out, what to do 3 months out, what to do
Right.
1 month out. And again, this will be up later in a blog post if
Yeah.
you want to go back and review it or have some actionable things that you can look at. We'll have it up on our website, which is lindseyadventures.com. That's lindsey-adventures.com. You can go on there and you can find all the information. So we just thought we'd lay that out for you. We've been trying to go over, we got a lot of new people, which we love, by the way.
Love.
But we got a lot of new people, and we just want you all to kind of know how we travel, what our
Feel
group is
comfortable
like.
with it.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. So,
Yeah.
all right. So up next, I love this. I love this. It's Snapshot Sidecar, right? Snapshot Sidecar. Oh, by the way, hang on before we get to that. I just want to say, make sure I said hi to everybody. Thanks everybody for checking in. Glenn says, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Y'all, thank you so much. So many of our travelers reached out to me personally or texted me or mentioned on Facebook just how excited they were. And I just want to say thank you. It means the world to me. I was totally blown away by it. If you saw the video, you know I was totally blown away by it. But yeah, thank you very much. Kentucky Broadcasters Association Hall of Fame. And I couldn't be prouder to do that. So, all right. So Glenn, thank you. Donna, everybody. Donna says, by the way, she loves Ken and Lisa Freeman. Can't wait to travel with them. So again, that's the Canadian Rockies, which brings me back to Snapshot Sidecar. You know how, Deanna, everybody always says, oh, you all pick out the prettiest pictures for Snapshot Sidecar.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like some of these are professionals. Are you sure they're not a postcard or whatever? Okay, so my friend Cooper Wade, who is a Texas country music star down here, he is an amazing performer. And he and his wife went to the Canadian Rockies. As a matter of fact, they're still there right now. But he and I were talking on Facebook, and he sent me a picture, and he was like, dude, have you ever seen Lake Louise? And I said, well, I've seen it, yes, but we're taking a group next year. And he said, well, tell them to get ready because the picture of Lake Louise that he snapped from a canoe with his wife.
Look at that.
That's just on his cell phone. That's a cell phone picture.
Oh man, I want to go there.
I was like, dude, what an incredible, I mean, look at the reflection. This was just them out for an afternoon paddle around Lake Louise. And so for all of you, by the way, this is Cooper Wade, who is awesome. He's out at Moe's Place in Katy. He is a great Texas country artist. And I got to tell you, man, it's unbelievable. That picture again, that he just took. He was like, we snapped 3 or 4 of them and they all looked exactly like that. And I was like, man, I can't believe it. Which brings me to the point. I mentioned earlier that Ken and Lisa Freeman joined us and they signed up. If you haven't and you're interested in the Canadian Rockies trip, it's time to get serious about it. Let us know. We can help walk you through it. We can help you sign up. We can get you to our expert at Colette. Whatever you need, if you're thinking about it, $698 deposit will hold your spot to go to the Canadian Rockies. That's going to be next July of 2026. Right. But again, wow. Yeah. Just gorgeous. Absolutely just wow.
So he only sent you the one picture? Tell him to step it up a little.
Well, he's not like, it's not like he's on payroll or anything. So, yeah. Allison says absolutely gorgeous picture. I mean, it blew me away.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And he said that the weather up there has been incredible. So they're in June, so they're about a month before we're going to get there. But as you can see, they had heavy jacket on, kind of stuff. He's like, it's like 50s during the day, and it's in the low 40s at night up here right now. So
that sounds so good.
It'll be a nice break next year from the heat in Houston. So, all right. Sure, we do have one other thing that we were going to mention, and that's what's coming up next week. It's going to be something a little different, a little special, Deanna.
Yes, we're having our special Colette guy, Michael Sprudy, talk about sunny
Would you
Portugal.
call him our special Colette guy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know what his title is. And he makes it happen. He's the guy
that makes it all happen. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell him, I think I have this idea of going somewhere, and he goes, we can do that. So
we can make it happen. Next week we're doing a private Zoom. I told you we do that with document parties. We're doing a private Zoom to walk through day by day what exactly is going to be happening. And Michael will share some incredible pictures of places that you'll get to see on the trip to sunny Portugal. It's a 10-day trip that we're taking. It's at the end of April, 1st of May, that week that kind of bridges the 2 months. And we'd love for you to be there. It has gone really well also. So I'm encouraging you, if you're thinking about it, it's time to get serious about it because the price goes up in just a couple of months. So you want to be on the good side of that.
Right. And Michael can answer all your questions, any questions you might have, except how to speak Portuguese. I understand he does not speak Portuguese.
He does not speak Portuguese. He does not.
Which makes me really sad, but that's okay.
All right. But all right, that's going to wrap it. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Again, these you can always recommend these and share these to your friends. Just hit the share button at the bottom and send it along here on 10-Minute Travel Tuesday. Next Tuesday, not a live show. It's only on the webinar that we're doing about Portugal, and there are only 5 or 6 places left to sign up to be part of that. All right. So if you want to be in, it's absolutely free. There's no requirement. Just come along and just be part of it and everything. So again, if you want to be on that, that's next Tuesday night. So sign up for it today, or DM us, message us, and we'll get you the information out. All right. Deanna's in Louisville. I'm in Houston, and we'll talk to you all next week here on 10-Minute Travel Tuesday. Have a good night, y'all.